I went back to school to learn finance. We don't have the most financial thing. We have a decent amount as undergrad, but for graduate, we have kind of sparse. It's like they choose the upper level undergrad class and make graduate curriculums. I don't think we've got too many that are unique. But TCM is very unique and very hands-on. And it was something that I saw and I knew immediately I would actually learn how to invest and how the stock market works. And I felt like I was going to get more out of this program than the rest of my, finance courses in graduate school. Honestly, the people who made it into TCM were about as hardworking as the graduate students in all of my other courses. And one thing that all the professors in graduate courses love to say is like, I love the questions I get from graduate students because undergrad, everyone's just asking, will this be on the test? Am I going to need to know this for the test? But graduate students actually ask things to try and learn more and understand things. And that's what I saw in TCM as well. And they were actually contributing. So I felt like I was on equal footing with them. Definitely did, because I just finished my degree in December. I got done with TCM in fall 2020, in spring 2021. And then my last semester for my capstone was fall 2021. And then I think in February, the first month of 2022 was a little bit up and down because I just moved, and then my job was kind of having a bit of like not work shortages, just we did live production events, and because of Omicron, a lot of those were getting canceled or pushed back to March. So it's kind of been a mad dash to make sure that I was getting enough hours. And then my aunt, she reaches out to me, says that some of her clients, she works with tons of like small upstart businesses in Northern California. Some of them needed some financial work done. First, she was calling it like making a portfolio for them, but I talked to her a little bit more, and basically they're trying to get like a first valuation going on so that they can take it to the bank and get investment. And when I heard that, I was like, this is a whole lot like what I did for TCM, only instead of a public company, it's a smaller private company, but the same financials, same calculating their earning potential and like projecting into the future how much they're going to be worth. So I could not have done without TCM. So I did take some valuation class here and there, some like how mergers acquisitions work, but nothing that was as thorough as TCM. I definitely think it's worth it. It is harder and it is more difficult. I've had classes, like this isn't my first class that was harder than another one I could have taken. It was one for my undergrad that I can go into, but like the professor that I chose ended up being one of the harder ones. But like all the reviews were like, this professor's too hard. Instead of using a book, he gives you his own reading assignments. But I did learn like more from him than anyone else. And like about week 11 or 12, I started to realize, I really have caught on really fast. And we only had like 3 major projects in this class. So I do think I did good with that. And TCM, it was the same way, only it was a little bit longer. Like by the time that I hit the second semester of TCM, I started to feel like, I actually am understanding this. I guess there's a few, like individual wise, at the end of the first semester, I had to make a little like a self-made valuation template, and I still use that one. Like I said, using that one in my next class and the class after, and I'm just kind of modifying it here and there. But one of the better things that I remember was second semester, there was this podcast that we had for TCM. Toward the end of the semester, me and one of the guys in my same sector group did the podcast with the like 3 hosts and I think one other person with us. That was really fun. Like, we talked about the class, we talked about our other class, and then we just talked about life, and it was kind of a nice way to kick back. If you're going to take the program now, have to skimp on a few classes that you'll take the second semester, the first semester alongside it, and graduate on time, or you have to skip it because you don't want to take it without getting those classes under your belt, take the program because you'll learn a lot more. Like I said, what I'm doing right now, which is going to be like the foundation for my financial career, is something that I could not have done without TCM. And it's something that feels a lot more manageable after having done the same thing in TCM for an entire year. And even if you don't think that you've learned a lot, if you think that you just kind of faked it till you made it and got by, you're going to realize after the program's done, you start looking at this stuff that, actually, I do remember this. I do remember this. Wow, I know so much that I didn't realize that I learned.